hospital and healthcare in Haiti is very expensive and no services. People in Haiti, they work real hard. 65% is the farmers. What S.t.a.n.d. doing is that's a blessing. I could make it a blessing for those people.
Hi, my name is Justin. I'm the president and co-founder of S.t.a.n.d. I'm a physical therapist. I've been working in Haiti since 2010.
My name's Morgan Denny, and I'm a physical therapist. And I was born and raised in the Midwest and have practiced physical therapy for about a decade now. I started coming to Haiti about 3 years ago, and it has quickly obsessed my life, which is actually quite fantastic.
Well, I got out of school and was just looking for something to do. The only thing I had was my PT license. I was good at my job, but that wasn't enough, so there was no volunteer groups that wanted me. So I kind of had given up, and then just happened to meet a guy in Phoenix that was looking to take people to Haiti, and signed on with that group. And a handful of us came down here and started working for a couple days and realized the need out here and how much we could do with a multidisciplinary team. And ever since that day, I wanted to come back and do more and do bigger, and that's kind of where I started in Haiti.
My general background is that I believe in living a very sustainable life. I believe in healthcare being something that should be available to every single person because I don't believe it's very easy to be happy without being healthy. So S.t.a.n.d. stands for Sustainable Therapy and New Development. We called it the Haiti Project because we actually have the intention of creating a model that will be open source and can be used by anyone who wants to do the same thing that we're doing around the world.
The name itself really speaks to our desire to kind of continue on the track that we've been on with providing rehab, but really create this sustainable aspect where we can really start an education program, we can create jobs, we can create local clinicians that can come into these clinics and work. And then the new development is to progress, to do needs assessments, figure out what the community really needs so we can always be growing and developing and really delivering what the needs are in the community. And as the community changes, we have the ability to be dynamic and change with it.
Mal kay zami mal ti blague ensemble avec et puis il le man c'était filmé tout man c'est basé sur et puis dans le check et on connaît tout couteau là il va maintenant do il va maintenant bochis là encore après ça il faut BDG encore.
They had severed his patellar tendons in both his knees so that he couldn't walk. He hasn't walked at all. People have carried him everywhere since. In the United States, 6 weeks later, it would have been like it never happened.
Vini bouger, tout le monde va faire yeux. Vini bouger, douleur genou. Pour embarquer, I'm devenu avec tête fait malade des douleurs genou.
A lot of folks who just need help and haven't received it for one reason or another, just lack of resources or whatever it may be. We're able to interact with them and provide a service for them that improves their quality of life, improves their pain, improves their overall wellness, and sends them out the door feeling better than they came in. So that's always a positive.
A lot of injuries that would have been taken care of months and years ago in America. Just the access to healthcare here is so different than we have back home.
Well, these backs are way stronger. You'll never see some paraspinal muscles like this in the United States. I also would say that the Haitians are able to tolerate a lot more. They're more willing to try different techniques and try different things that may not be comfortable at the time, but they really are receptive to the outcome.
Every case is a tough case. Kind of get a real appreciation for, I guess, just the difficult lives that the Haitians live, and then I guess the relative comfort that we have. A lot of undiagnosed, untreated, serious disease, pathology that in the United States would require probably immediate hospitalization and prolonged care, and sometimes these people have been dealing with it for months.
You know, in the short term, obviously we're, helping people get them the pain relief, giving them the services they need. But I think even more important is the, the vision they have for this program, where they're going to set up education and provide resources to have more long-term impact on the community.
We just had a young man come in just before lunch. He had an accident, fell out of a tree 2 or 3 weeks ago, dislocated his hip, and he's kind of been just going about his life ever since. We had some PTs in the office here that were able to help out and to reset the hip and provide him some service, but just amazing what caused the lack of care, I think, that the Haitians have to deal with and have to endure. So every case is kind of surprising.
Parce que son bagage n'a pas souffert un peu pour lui, je me sens bien là qu'on y a tant que c'est même jamais te gain depuis. Et ça important pour moi la perte de ma pile.
It's a demand. The number of patients that we see average a day, between 100 and 130, that right there speaks for itself. So many chronic issues, so many back problems, so many necks, so many just small things that, in the United States that we take for granted, but these individuals have chronic pain that's been going on for a multitude of years.
It's pretty powerful to see the people, they're so gracious and
so tiny. Yeah. It's hard though sometimes to see some of it.
Yeah.
Have you cried yet?
Not in the clinic. Privately maybe.
And when she came from the market, she put everything down and goes to the kitchen. And when she arrived in the kitchen, there is a fire that came like a lightning, and she got burned. After they brought her to Immaculate Hospital and they treat her, and after a few times, she got infection on the leg. And his son said to the doctor, okay, I don't want to lose my mother, just do what is possible. And the doctor just thinks that the only thing he can do is just to cut down the legs. And that's why she got amputated. It would be very, very amazing for her to get one leg to work.
From what I understand, she hasn't stood in 14 years. The fact that she's strong enough or brave enough to stand up and just try this is I'm flabbergasted. Nobody that I'm used to working with in the States would ever get up with that kind of fearlessness. I mean, she just stood right up. It was incredible.
You can let go, but she's got it.
Vous levez ces chaises là?
Lever ça comme ça, bon.
Vous donnez ça?
Ça, ça.
Non, on appuie sur ça qui est dans le pied là. Oui. C'est sous le niveau pour visiter. Tant que ces gens, c'est pied normal.
Out here, and we've done, I don't know, close to 90 prostheses for new amputees out here, ranging anywhere from children to, I think the oldest I can remember is a 90-year-old man who'd been an amputee for 70 years, and we got him his first leg.
This awesome guy, his hip's been out of the socket for a whole month, and there's a ton of ligamentous and soft tissue and other structural things. So what we're doing right now is trying to keep it there by having a compressive brace and trying to get him to keep it on as much as possible and avoid some of the positions that will dislocate his hip a little bit more.
When you come to stand, then you have an opportunity to get educated, but as well as get treated, and then you know how to maintain the overall lifestyle from then on.
The end goal is that we won't have to exist. Stand should no longer have to stand with volunteers. Stand will be a clinic in Haiti that is completely run by Haitian rehab clinicians, specifically trained by our curriculum and our program that we're currently creating. And we'll be able to provide care and service to the people in Port-au-Paix in northern Haiti every day.
I'm a businessman, and I grew up here, went to school in the States, back here now. I'm doing my business here. I know Justin since a couple years ago from St. Louis. They were working in a mission, and that's how we started talking. And I see what they're doing, and I was too happy seeing what they're doing. Anything you're doing, you have to have a group of people you could count on. That's one of the most important parts. And if you don't have nobody you could trust, and you can't work really, but when you have a partner you could count on, then we work together, and I embrace it. Since then, we've been working together.
And the people of Haiti, if you ask them, would never ask to be taken care of. They would ask for you to teach them. Like, nobody wants reliance. Nobody wants to depend on something. People want to be independent. So we're trying to provide that aspect so that we can start to build clinicians to run these clinics day in and day out.
The people were so amazing. They're so resilient. They're so grateful. They're so happy. They're so strong-willed and strong-bodied. And if they could just get a little bit of help, they could do so much, and they do. So it's when we learned kind of the impact that we could have on an area with essentially a little effort. I mean, we put together a handful of people, we come out here for a couple weeks, and we make a huge impact. The things that we can accomplish out here with such an amazing people, that's why I love it, and that's why I'll always be here.
The biggest thing S.t.a.n.d. needs to grow are financial support and actual person support. You know, we continue to need volunteers because we're doing 3 to 4 trips every year. So we'll need volunteer physical therapists, orthotists, prosthetists, and general medical practitioners. Money and participation, those are the 2 big things we need. You know, we love if people like us on Facebook. We love getting shout outs. You know, the more people that can actually hear about our project and see how effective it is, the more involvement there is, and the more people there are that will probably back us up and that will probably help us out, and that honestly can see that there's good things going on in the world. So
if you have a skill that you're willing to provide and you can leave your job and leave your family for a week or 2 and come out with us, we would love to have you. And it will be not only a life-changing experience for every patient that you touch, but a life-changing experience for you. The thing about Haiti is you'll leave Haiti, but it never leaves you.
S.t.a.n.d. is a lifesaver in Haiti, because we bless so much people right now on last weekend, this week. If we make 150 people, 170 people, 100, it's not a joke. Willis is a blessing, because those people, why we come up with this plan, because we see in Northwestern Haiti, we need those programs like that. Because we don't have a program like that to help people physiotherapy,